past our differences and learn to love and live as one. But see, life has a way of slapping you in the face with the problem and make you feel outdone. See, one thing that we know about problems, now the one's impossible to solve. When you make it do what it do and finally make it through, in the end, the strength and your resolve. Gotta stay the course, walk in the light, be prepared to fight if the need should arise. Remember that struggle and strain come before victory and gain, just like Kendrick say. We gon' be alright. Even though the sky is gray, don't see it but the sun still shines. Don't appreciate the brighter days till you make it through the darkest nights. Always gotta go through something, no drama would be too much like right. Nothing wrong with you wishing how you want it to be, but reality only grants real life. Don't you wish that on your 9 to 5 it wasn't 40 and 2 off and 5 on? If you broke up with your ex, don't be no extra plex, charge it to the game and move the hell on. I could rid the world of greed or save the day like Superman or Goku, but I don't have them superpowers. All that I can do is lend a hand with what you may go through. Then again, one good thing we know about problems, now the one's impossible to solve. When you make it do what it do and finally make it through, in the end, the strength is your resolve. Gotta stay the course, walk in the light, be prepared to fight if the need should arise. Remember that struggle and strain come before victory and gain, just like Kendrick say. Even though the sky is gray, don't see it but the sun still shines. Sun still shines. Don't appreciate the brighter days till you make it through the darkest nights. Always gotta go through something. No drama would be too much like right. Nothing wrong with you wishing how you want it to be, but reality only grants real life. We gon' be alright. Want you to know we gon' be alright. Even when the sky is gray, sun gon' shine and the rain gon' go away.
So I just want you to remember, after the darkest night, always comes the brightest day. No more worrying, keep your head up to the sky, be light. Remember, even though you don't see the sun still shines.
What's good, y'all? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Table Talk Morning Show.
Morning.
What's good? What's happening, sis? What's good?
Oh, everything's everything.
Everything is everything. Yes, indeed.
Hey,
sis! What's up, y'all? Hey. Sorry we weren't with y'all Monday, but we are back today. Back in full force and ready to go. Hope everybody made it through this day unscathed. And if you had any issues, hope they were quickly resolved. But today we're gonna talk a little bit about, there's a little video that's going around. And it's talking about where this his father jumped another father because his 7-year-old wouldn't stop bullying his daughter. If y'all seen that, then
y'all buffing.
Right.
We buff. Okay.
Yeah, if y'all haven't seen that, then y'all know.
We gotta move that table talk out the middle. I can't see.
So I'm gonna give y'all the number so y'all can call in. One thing we're gonna talk about is his father and brother that jumped another father because his daughter wouldn't stop bullying the fathers that jumped them's daughter.
I'm gonna commend him. Good job, Daddy. Because I'm gonna protect my cubs. Good job.
He said, so the thing that was kind of funny to me, he said it's the way he said it. He was like real brief with it. He was like, I'm sorry that you had to see that, but after we told you to stop bullying, I would bullying my daughter, and you wouldn't stop. You had to see that. It might have been traumatized. Get you some therapy, and so you'll be all right.
See, mine was a little different because it happened to my daughter. My daughter was in the 6th or 7th grade. The little girls that were bullying her, one was in her grade, but the other ones were her sister and friend in the 8th grade. So they kept messing with my daughter. And I went and talked to the principal, the assistant principal. I was like, look, this is going on. I need y'all to get raps on this, get in touch with the parents so we can have a conference so they can leave my baby alone. 2 weeks went by, they had done nothing. No parents were called, nobody was talked to. My daughter went to a pajama party. At the pajama party, one of the little girls was there and got another little girl to try to jump my daughter. Of course, my daughter dragged them. So we get back to the school, the sister of the little girl that's in the 8th grade confronts my daughter. My daughter slaps the little girl. They suspend my daughter. I go up to the school and I tell them, I didn't come and tell you to take care of this because I was worried about my daughter. I know what my daughter gonna do because I've taught her that. Protect yourself. They suspended her, and in front of the principal, I told them, the next time somebody puts their hands on you and you're gonna get suspended, if you don't draw blood, I'm gonna beat your behind. So you better beat her up. And the principal was like, you can't tell her that. I said, the hell I can't. I said, if you're not going to protect my daughter's going to protect herself. So then the father comes up to the school and confronts my daughter. Well, of course, baby daddy told the school he was going to shut him down because daddy was getting ready to get beat up. Your daughter is bullying my daughter because she got beat up for bullying my daughter. You think you finna mess with my daughter? We're not finna do that. Yeah, we was going to whoop him real good.
So you said you got the video. All right. So we're gonna get Malcolm to I'm gonna come back to what you just said. We're gonna get Malcolm to show y'all the context of the video, what this is, how it's behind what he said, and I'm gonna get back to your point of view. What's up, Rick? What's good?
Morning.
So
Good morning.
Malcolm, if you got
Morning. Morning table talk today, y'all. We're talking about bullying and when the daddy of the bullier gets beat up.
Good morning, everybody. Excuse me. Good morning. Welcome to the Table Talk Morning Show. We're going to show you a quick snippet of the incident.
You gonna show us a quick what? You gonna show us a quick what? What, Malcolm?
Snippet. She always laughing at me. That's why I'm coughing now.
What is a snippet?
I'm gonna get you the definition right now. I'm going to Google right now. Check this out. Hold on, check this out. Listen. Snippet.
Give us a snippet.
A snippet.
Anybody know what a snippet is? Please tell me.
The snippet.
Did you hear that?
Huh?
Did you hear the definition?
Tell me again.
Defined snippet.
I couldn't hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste it and put it on the screen, y'all.
Okay.
We're about
He's gonna share with us what a snippet is.
Here's the quick video, and I will put the definition.
I like something you get when you get a pedicure.
She tripping. She tripping. We'll be right back, y'all. Y'all check this video out. She ain't gonna let me make it this morning. Here's the video.
Oh, Jesus.
Here's the video in question of the father. Made a video on, I believe, TikTok.
Yeah.
And he was saying, hey, we didn't want to do that in front of his child, but sometimes messages need to be given.
We're talking about bullying.
We'll be right back.
That 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school, I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you're too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right.
That was funny.
Get some therapy. You'll be all right. Hey, the consequences, everybody got a different way of handling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad, I'm you know, as far as I know, I'm glad, like, you know, right now, I'm glad no other consequences came out of it because that could have went really bad. But and it probably still can. But I mean, think about it. If you giving warnings and you tried to resolve things peacefully,
Cousin, I love you.
you know, when you try to resolve things peacefully, and then it comes down to something like this, it's like what else do you do? So I don't know. Y'all call in.
Yeah, well, I concur, because honey, I'd have gave him the business too. It wouldn't have been her. It wouldn't have been her daddy. It would have been her mama. I'd have dragged her mama. Since you can't control your daughter, I'm gonna control you.
She's ignoring my. She's ignoring my finger. Everybody, I have.
Snippet, a small and interesting piece of news. Okay, a snippet. Okay, snippet is a real word.
Yeah. I mean, he did. Yeah.
Hey, my cousin had sent it to me before you did. I was like, okay, snippet.
Right.
Thank you.
I got a snippet of news for you today, guys. We're gonna use snippet from now on. Can you get a snippet of news about the Greens Point thing, please, sir?
See, all I have is a snippet. That's it. Like whenever I read about it, all I had, it doesn't really say too much about it. It just
it says enough. It says enough. You bullied my child. I warned you. You didn't take my warning, so now you had to suffer the consequences. What else can be said about that? You know, what do you guys feel about that?
Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Mimi Montgomery. Mimi Montgomery gave me a definition too. Her definition is it's a snapshot image. Okay, thank you. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in on Instagram. Thank you so much, y'all. Please share the video to inboxes all over Instagram. This morning's topic has been pinned. We're talking about the dad and brother that jumped a 7-year-old girl's father for not dealing with bullying of his daughter. You can call in on the topic at any time at 832-560-2885. We have a comment on the subject already. The father and son. The father.
Why did it take the dad and the brother? How come the dad just do it by himself?
The dad addressed that too. I forgot what he said. Chosen has more info on it, but 604.killer says that father and son did the right thing. It all rolls downhill.
Yeah, the father and brother. It was the father and brother.
The baby's brother?
The girl's uncle. It was her father. And
okay. Oh, him and his brother. Yeah, I want to know why the daddy didn't just do it by himself. Y'all jump somebody, just do it by yourself.
Well, I mean, I agree with that too. But like I said, I don't have all. I mean, we don't know. Even with what he said, that's still not the whole story.
No, it's
always.
We'd like to hear from the father and the brother. That would be nice.
But the thing about it is the reason why I want to talk about this is because this stuff does happen. Now, since something like that can happen, it's a different twist on how most people handle it. When I was growing up,
the father and the brother that beat up the daddy for bullying
baby, growing up, and we get bullied. The way they showed us how to do it was, hey son, you stand up to the bully or whatever, and then whenever your friends get up there, I know y'all have seen all the little shows we had back in the day, Punky Brewster. Different Strokes, all of them, and they showed Leave It to Beaver, all of them, they showed us how to handle a bully. Y'all have seen the thing where, what was it, the Parenthood? Y'all remember the Parenthood?
No.
You don't remember Parenthood with Robert Townsend? And I forget they had the one thing that they showed that was in common on how they handled the bully was he finally got tired and he stood up to the bully, and even if the bully was getting ready to hit him, like, I'm gonna beat you up, and I said, well, you're gonna have to fight me every day. And his little friend come and say, you gotta fight me too, and me too, and that goes for me too. They always showed us that's how you pretty much handle a bully.
That's what Shelly said. Shelly said her daughter told her siblings. She said she didn't play about people messing with her siblings. She said, in one fight, we all fight.
So yeah, and that's how they kind of had it on the little thing. What's up, Carol? What's good? So the thing, and my dad told me, like, I understand the whole, hey, if you don't fight back, you gotta fight me. But my dad never told me that. My dad I asked my dad one day, I said, Dad, can you teach me how to fight? And my dad told me, he said, I ain't gotta teach you how to whoop nobody. If somebody bothers you, you'll get tired enough and you'll wind up doing it. And I was like, all right. And so I never got hit with that, but I did get hit with this. It was like, if you don't say nothing to somebody, it is gonna keep happening to you because I can't go to school for you. That's what my dad told me. He said, I can't go to school for you. But if you do wind up getting bullied, it's gonna come a time where you're gonna get tired and you're gonna stand up and do that. And that's exactly what happened with me. That's exactly
I know it sometimes take more than one, because I remember my sister was dating this guy. It's not bullying, but it's kind of the same thing. She was dating this guy, and she was pregnant at the time. And me and my other sister was standing outside the car while she was talking to this guy. And I saw him do something like, did he just hit her? Baby, heels came off, an umbrella. We beat his ass.
so. I mean, man,
We had a girl in the background talking about, beat his ass, sorry, beat his ass. It was whooping him, all three of us. Put your hand on my sister. We all got you.
yeah.
A show.
If y'all want to call in and comment on this, y'all can. I got the number right here, and we can talk about it.
Good morning, Jill.
Everything has changed now, man. Like now, I'm glad that I hope that that's resolved, and I hope that you don't get nothing else out of that. Where we see on the news, father retaliates against brother and daughter. I mean, brother and uncle of the daughter, 7-year-old. But because it's like I get it. Dude was like, hey man, I tried to be nice about this. You didn't tell your daughter to from what he said now, from what we heard in the video, you didn't tell him. Warnings was laid out, and these was the consequences. So, you know, I don't know if criminal charges gonna get brought up or whatever, and all
They
that.
bring whatever they want to bring.
But I mean,
You know what? They had the police standing there waiting on me, and he was a friend of mine. I knew him. He said, Miss Simmons, please. I said, no. You want to take me to jail? You take me to jail. But what I'm not going to do is let y'all keep coming up in here and these kids putting their hands on my daughter. Keep your hands off my daughter, or you will suffer the consequences. Because now she got her orders. Somebody put their hands on you, you better drag her. You better pull the skin off of her. Yeah. You bet, because if you come home and you don't, I'm going to get you.
Yeah. See, I never told my sons that. I always told my sons the biggest consequence that you're going to ever have if you don't stand up for yourself is you're going to have to deal with that every day. Now, do you want to?
No, mine ain't dealing with it. I ain't doing it. I ain't dealing with it.
That every day, or do you want to, you know, come out on top? Because you don't, trust me, you don't want to deal with going to school and feeling like you in fear of somebody every day. Because
she wasn't scared. That's what I told him. She wasn't scared. That's what I told him. I said, I told you, I warned you. You're going to suspend her, and I warned you. We're going to go to the school board on this one. Because if she gets suspended, everybody better get suspended. Everybody.
Yeah. So I feel like, you know, so I armed them with, I said, man, look, you don't start and finish it. Like, they can say anything they want. But the minute they put their hands on, I showed them what to do. They say, I showed them what to do. That way you won't be dead.
You know, that's just like that situation. You remember I told y'all when I was working for that club, the lady that was up there, she used to be my friend. She's no longer my friend. But she had became partners with the guy that I was working for. Yeah. Got mad because an employee came up there and punked her. So she got mad at me. I was like, but that ain't my fault. That's his fault. He wasn't paying nobody. Well, I'm on the phone with my daughter. She comes up behind me and hits me in the face with like a 4x4.
Huh?
Yeah. My whole side of my face.
Boy.
Wait a minute, but this is what I'm telling you. I'm in my 50s. So my daughter, I'm on the phone with my daughter. My daughter is hitting it. She's doing about 150 to get to me. Then she ran up in there, walked by the police, was like, hey, walked by the police and just started sticking that girl.
I had to give you the
She was like, you put your hands on my mama? No, we don't do that. No, we don't do that. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, man, this dude, I can just imagine that. I almost wish they had the video with, you know, that's good that they didn't die with. Yeah, you can't be messing with people.
It happens with us as adults too, Chosen.
I don't understand why people, I mean, I ain't gonna say I understand, but I guess maybe it's in me. Maybe I'm out of reached a different level of maturity. I watch what people do, and that shows me what not to do. Like these people pulling out guns on the road because you're honking at them, and we ain't had to deal with that back in the day. You know, times changing. People getting, I mean, still on this bullying thing, man. Like, I ain't never seen that, but it's like, hey, that's a way to go. Like, if you ain't deal with your kid, I gotta deal with you. That would never not be funny to me. He actually did it. Like you actually did that. But man, that's wild. Is it? I mean, I look at what people do and I'm like, I'm quick to go the other way because it's problems.
I want to go where the smoke is.
Nah, I ain't trying to do that.
I am.
I ain't trying to go where the smoke at. I'm looking to see what it, but trust me, I'll go away from the smoke. But if the fire wind up coming at me, I know how to put the fire out. I'm gonna say that.
Well, I'm going toward the smoke because I'm gonna shut it off before it gets to me.
Nah, I'm gonna put the fire out when it gets.
Well, that's because you're a nice guy. I'm not nice.
It ain't nice. I'm just smart. Because
well, I mean, it's your perception of what the smart is. My smart is I'm gonna get you before you get me. So that's smart. I'm gonna get you before you get me. We're gonna do it that way.
Oh, so yeah, but I mean, still, anybody that's looking at this live, y'all want to call in? Yo, I got the number right here, 832-560-2885. Y'all can weigh in on the subject, weigh in on the matter, man. This bullying. You know what I'm saying? Bullying, once again, has taken a turn. Bullying, resolving bullying has has evolved apparently. Okay.
Well, it hasn't evolved. Ain't nobody said nothing about it though. That ain't just happened to that day. It's done happened before.
Right? Yeah, you right.
It happened before. Parents come in and handle that business. It done happened before. I done had to come in a couple of times and I done got told don't come up to the school no more. So, and at the end of the day, when I used to go up to Westfield and it wasn't even kids bullying, it was these teachers bullying one of my children. And so I go up to Westfield and the situation happened where I have my 23-year-old now at the time was in high school. When he got to Westfield, there was only 5 freshmen that year that made the honor roll, and he was one of them. Out of all the freshmen in the school, only 5 of them made the honor roll, and he was one of them. So my thing is, he accelerated in what he did. So I guess this little girl must have liked him. They sitting in the classroom, and she started throwing stuff at him, pens and throwing stuff at him. So he went up and threw back at her. Teacher walks in. He's telling her, well, she threw one at me, so she sends both of them to their counselors. Well, they both got the same counselor. The little girl gets in-school suspension, and to mention that she was failing at least 3 or 4 of her classes, and she was missing a lot of school, I guess ditching or whatever. Ben, on the other hand, straight A student. So they go to their counselor. She gets 2 days in-school suspension. Ben gets 3 days out of school suspension. I go over to the school board and I sat down with the ADA. I says, I have a issue. I need to speak to the superintendent. So I explained to her what happened. So we called my son's cell phone. My son gets on the phone and she asked him what happened. He says, what happens? He said, they sent me to Miss Jones. I'm on Miss Jones, Miss Johnson, whoever she was at the time was his AP. She told me to write down what happened. I told her what happened. She took the paper, put it in her basket. She didn't read it and told me I was suspended for 3 days. And I looked at the ADA and she looked at me. I said, we're not doing that. I said, my baby is a straight A student. She's not getting ready to mess with my baby's GPA. Not because that little girl happened to want to play footsies, you know? So ended up having a meeting with the principal, with the ADA. And I looked at her. I says, you know what I have a problem with? I said, I have a problem with you and I have the same skin color and you treat our kids worse than you treat the rest of the kids in this school. I told her, I says, I see where other kids do things and they don't have a consequence like that. But my son, who's a straight A student, comes to school every day, does not miss school, even though he has his challenges, you know, he doesn't cause a whole lot of problems, you know. And she just kind of looked at me. And this man walks up, he goes, well, you know, but I says, were you in the class when that happened? He was like, no. I said, then shut up. I don't want to talk to you. So the principal, I says, well, I want his AP changed. And they said, well, you can't do that. I looked at him, I said, really? I said, y'all better go back in history and read what they told Malcolm X and read what they told Martin Luther King about what they couldn't do. I said, because we'll change the name of the school. 3 days later, my baby had another AP. I wasn't playing with y'all. You know, I wasn't playing with y'all. So teachers bullying our kids, you know, treating our kids. We had another one, Mr. Sterling. Same thing. Kids was jumping a boy. My son is trying to, they're jumping him. So my son jumps in trying to help, and they're suspending him and sending him to alternative school. No. And all you did was suspend the other ones just because my son can fight better and they got beat up? You're not doing that. So yeah, for every action there is a consequence, and how you handle it is how you handle it,
Yeah, all right. So we get comment.
I'm coming in with 50, my kids call fisticuffs. I'm coming in with fisticuffs.
All right, so we got comments. Arsenio said bullying is still around. Bullying still around, not just in schools. It's here in the real world. Got these grown folks doing it. Even some elderly do it. Okay, elderly do it too, and think they're gonna get a pass. Yeah, think they're gonna get a pass. Not going to happen. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It is, man. It's everywhere. It ain't just in school. I just felt like I don't know, man. I just think if people just start actually take, when people continue to actually nip that stuff in the bud and do it like it's supposed to, it'll.
Well, he tried.
Decrease and
maybe he tried to do it like you're supposed to, and nobody was listening. So he had to make somebody listen. He did right.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm saying.
Stop pinching me because it hurts. If you keep pinching me, I'm gonna turn around and slap the mess out you. Quit pinching me.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So maybe people start, seeing that these consequences is real like that, then maybe they'll quit. But you gotta show it to them whenever it start happening. You gotta start showing it something like this. Like, hey, look, you ain't finna.
I can't see that one on my glasses.
I done gave you a chance. My patient. Then that's it. But I told my son, I was like, all right, as long as they don't put their hands, when they put their hands on you, then that mean they started it. You finish it, and that's it. As long as you don't start it, then I can defend you. But if you start it, I can't defend you.
I'm not waiting no more for nobody to put their hands on me. Because they put their hands on me, man, might knock you out. You ain't gonna have a chance to finish it. So if somebody run up on you, you better be ready. You better tag.
I mean, that goes without saying. What I'm saying is,
my niece did that. There was a little girl bullying my niece. It was a little girl, her sister, and her mama. And she came back to us to talk about, oh, he did this. She said this. I said, come on. Me, my sister, and my cousin. We walk over to the lady's house, and she started talking to the little girl again. I said, why are you talking? Y'all already talked. You came to us telling us you talk. You better hit her. You better hit her. Before I can say anything, my cousin done hit the mama. My sister done hit the sister. I'm just standing there because there ain't nobody for me to fight. I'm just looking at them. My cousin is fighting one of the daughters. My other cousin is fighting the mom, and my sister is fighting the other sister. So it's going to be a family affair. That's what we finna do. And I told him after a while, it is no talking. After I done talked to you and you haven't listened, there is no more talking. We're not talking no more. No more talking. Life. The thing is, life is short, and I just even with my kids today. I mean, today I haven't had that problem with any of my kids being bullied. My kids were always the popular ones. My older ones anyway. It was always my daughter. My daughter was pretty. She dressed really nice. She had everything. I made sure she did. If I didn't have nothing, I made sure she had what she needed. So everybody knew her. Everybody knew her brothers because he played ball. So they were all popular. So I only had that issue with my daughter and the one issue at school with my son's teacher. And sometimes these teachers are bullies, and y'all got to go and put your foot down and let these teachers know I'm a parent that's involved. You messing with the right one. You might want to pick somebody who parent don't give a crap, because I do. And you're not going to keep messing with mine. And when I do, you know what I do too? When I'm confronting an adult, I make my kids leave the room. I don't want you to think that I'm going to come in here and fight all the time, but I want you to understand that I'm coming up here to let these teachers know you're not getting ready to just mistreat my child. If he do something wrong, I got him. All you got to do is tell me and I got him. But if I'm coming up here and every time I turn around, you doing something to him, like the teacher had hit my son's books and knocked him on the ground and told him to pick him up. My son ain't no dog. You pick him up. You knocked him down.
Yeah, see, we ain't on that.
But I sent him out the room on that. Before I told her that, I said, what you're not going to do is you knocked his books down, you pick him up. And she looked at me and she kind of got a little scared, I guess. I was like, because what you're not going to do My son respects those who respect him. And he ain't, I said, because my son called me. He didn't say nothing to her. He called me. And I went up there. And I told her, I said, he's been instructed. He don't have to talk to you because you can't suspend me. You can't suspend me. You can't expel me. So he's not to disrespect you, but he's to call me. Yeah. And then I pulled him back in and told him what he did wrong. If she tells you to do something, then that's what you do. Meaning, keep your mouth closed. You sit up here and want to be the class clown. Stop. You know, so you have to put things into perspective too.
Right. Let's take a quick second, y'all, and I want to make sure we encourage the listening audience that you're more than welcome to call in on topic with your thoughts. Lyric is very animated this morning. She's had personal issues with this topic, but I want to hear from the listening audience. This morning, the listening audience, you're more than welcome to call in at 832-560-2885.
My friends on here have been bullied. Philip is one of our regulars, y'all, out of Indiana, Chicago. Philip always come on here, and I remember Philip getting bullied. He got bullied by one of our teachers. Her name was Miss Talbert. I remember Miss Talbert turned Philip upside down and was shaking him, and money and stuff was falling out of his pockets. We was in elementary school. So bullying happens not just by these kids, but some of these adults are bullying our kids. You know, other kids bully our kids. So I'm just like, watch your kids. And sometimes when your kids' moods change and when their attitudes change and they don't want to tell you about it, y'all better be aware of what's going on with your children. Yeah. You know, kids are killing themselves behind bullying. Suicides are happening behind bullying.
Yeah, y'all got so if y'all just tuning in, man, we talking about that issue that happened with the dad brother that went to go basically beat up and wound up going to beat up the other dad of the little girl that was bullying his daughter. He told him to stop. He said, "Hey, stop bullying my daughter, leave her alone." And nothing happened. He said he sent letters, nothing happened. He said they even talked with him, nothing happened. So guess what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess they say like sins of the father was sins of the daughter. You know what I'm saying? There's the consequences because she didn't stop doing something and got her dad. And she watched it. You know what I'm saying? So she had to watch her dad get whooped. Whoop that trick. Whoop. Let me quit. But
you know what it felt like to get bullied.
It was a bullying situation that wound up
bullied and beat up.
So like I said, that was his hoping that
Hello.
Hey, good morning. You are at the table.
Who's calling, please?
Good morning.
What's happening? Good morning.
Good morning. You know who this is?
Who this is?
It's Rosie.
What's happening, Rosie?
Hey, Rosie.
Hey, how you doing? I wanted to, give my input on the bullying situation.
Let's go.
I actually just encountered a situation with my own child. Me growing up, of course, I was bullied. You know, I was different, so they treated me as such. But a situation occurred where my daughter brought it to my attention that she's never been bullied. And usually if somebody makes fun of her, she's going to make fun of herself too. She's that type of person. She's goofy. She feels like she's a little comedian. But there was a day when she came home and she was like, "Mommy, I had a bad day." And I was like, "Oh, because you've been going to school since, kindergarten." And she's never had a bad day, daycare, anything. Never had a bad day. Never came home and said she had a bad day. So I asked her what was going on. And she told me that there's this kid at school that, keeps coming and sitting on my desk. And I keep telling him to stop. And I told my teacher, and his response was, "He's not doing it right now."
Wow.
So, of course, that really, bothered me because I really wanted to ask the teacher, well, if you were at a grocery store and somebody robbed you and you went up to the security guard and you told him and said, "Hey, this guy assaulted me." Well, sir, he's not doing it right now. So I really didn't like that response to my daughter. So her father and I actually had a conference with the teacher to try to get that situated, because not only was he, coming over sitting at her desk, he was basically telling her that every time she hummed in the classroom, it was annoying. So it just basically, and he could be at his desk all the way across the classroom and would come over and basically just get in her face. And then before it stopped, of course I told her, what to do, tell the teacher and all that. Then another incident happened on the playground where she had to come in between two boys that were fighting over a Pokemon book. And one was bullying the other, ended up ripping the book. She went to go tell the teacher, and the teacher was like, I'll get to it in a minute. Now, situations like that, I understand when you're telling the teacher and they're not doing anything, and then you come to your parent, they're not doing any, you come to your parent, and then, the parent comes to the teacher and the teacher doesn't do anything, and you're repeatedly, telling them that, this is happening to your child. I'm not saying that it was right for him to do that, but I am, my father is a Vietnam vet. He was born in 1950 when, he passed away 12 years ago, but he has taken those same measures and went and drop kicked the kid that was bullying my brother. So, I mean, it's
oh, wow.
And it turned out the kid was like maybe 19 and in the 8th grade. So it wasn't like it was illegal for him to go and confront the kid, because technically.
Well, he shouldn't even be in school anyway.
My father took it upon himself to go and talk to the kid. The kid ran up on him, so he dropped kicked him. But, so I saw it, I witnessed, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if because I know how I can get when it comes to my child. That's why I'm gonna take the first step to alert the administration, alert the teacher, the principal. Like, you need me to get the media up here? My child is being bullied. This is
exactly
a big thing. Don't mess with my baby. So
exactly.
I do understand that, but I don't know. I'm surprised that he's still out here telling this story and nobody has done anything. You know what I'm saying? So
But they don't know.
If the dude understood, hey, this is what happens when you bully my daughter, I'm probably do the same thing. So probably they made amends and said, hey, we go, fight it out and live to fight another day.
Right.
Only thing with that is you don't always live to fight another day.
I call my attorney. You put your hands on me, sir. So I wonder how is that situation gonna actually unravel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When it comes to those fathers. I mean, like, he's going online. He bold for that. Like, you just basically said you assaulted him.
Yeah.
So, and I wonder what was the extent of the bullying? Was she being hit? Was her hair being pulled?
That's what I'm saying. Because, right? That's what I'm
saying.
I
don't even think it matters what was being done if they're being bullied.
I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, I'm coming up to defend my child. And I've already talked to you as a parent. I've talked to your child. I've talked to the school. Talked to that. Your child keeps on beating up on my kid. No, she's not going to beat up on my kid, and I'm not going to beat up on your child. So come on. So I do feel that. But
I look at the fact that he also said, like, he sent letters. He told the girl, hey, yo, leave her alone, sent letters, and then he said he even talked to him, and he said, and it still happened. Like I said before, I did it. I'm not jumping to the defense of saying he 100% because it's his side versus another side, and then the truth. But from what he is saying, if everything is the same way that he said that it is, it's like, hey, I don't have no qualms with with you doing what you had to do, because you stuck to the right. You did the diplomatic thing, like you went through the protocol, and that was it. It was like, hey, I done gave you times, you had 3 strikes. This is how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as
more than 3,
like he could have got whooped, but then the father that got whooped, he should be sitting down thinking like, man, it could have went worse. Maybe I need to, what I'm saying, a lesson was taught, which begs another question is like, so, not just saying it's bullying, but, is it right? Is it right for parents to take it like that, take it into into their hands like that, because you have to think about a lot of other stuff too. Because number one,
Right. You don't need to go to jail for
you gotta
that.
think
And then
about our skin color. Number one is our skin color. Number two, when you get the authorities in there and they didn't see nothing, just like you got through saying what they told you, say, well, they're not doing it now and stuff, you know.
Right.
It's like, and that's the reason why when I said earlier, I got, you know, you got to be smart about how you handle certain things, because you can't do it off of impulse, you know what I'm saying? And I think what he did was smart, because if he has documentation or if he has everything that can come to his defense,
Right.
you know, if something legal was to turn up, because the one thing you don't want to have is not have nothing to cover you whenever.
You are so polite. You're way too polite for me. You way too nice for me, baby.
No, that's being smart. Like,
You must got legal skills.
no, because look, if that dude, because I'm telling you right now, if him and his brother jumped this dude and like beat this dude up bad, and they put that dude in the hospital, which I don't think he did, but I'm just saying, if you hurt that dude, like that dude can sue you and be like, yo, I'm suing you for breaking my arm, breaking my eye sockets and all of that. In that case, nah, man, forget that, because you ain't finna mess with my money.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to look at repercussions every situation.
Well, it may not have been. It may not have been that.
Hold on. It's not me being nice. It's me thinking as a black man, as a black father. Because if I wound up getting taken away and going to jail because I did that, guess what? My daughter ain't got me to do that no more. And now I got to sit here and try to figure out not only how I'm going to rectify this. Now I got something on my record because of something that your daughter did, you know, because of something that you did to your daughter.
Your daughter continues to get bullied and decide to take her life, then you ain't gonna have your daughter. So I'm gonna take that charge. I'll go to jail for mine. If this bullying is getting to the point where it's affecting my daughter's livelihood, I'm gonna take one for the team. And you're gonna get beat up, and I have to go do some time, but my daughter gonna still live tomorrow. And then the next person in the line that's taking care of my daughter, that person is gonna make sure she good too. Because at the end of the day, I just feel like when somebody does something,
I can barely hear you. I hear static.
You have to protect your children.
Okay, but when you're not here to protect your children, then who protects them?
Whoever. I got a whole family, so the next person in line gonna protect them.
What about the ones that don't?
That don't what?
What about the ones that don't have like a lot of family or somebody?
I don't know what to tell them. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna tell you like this: Chosen ain't finna miss no birthdays over no stupidity. I ain't finna miss none of these. I ain't finna miss no graduations. If you do it, I'm finna think about the most diplomatic way to do this. If there are consequences because of me as a black father, as a black man, I already know that there's already strikes against me, especially if things have not been documented or whatever. So I'm gonna take the necessary precautions before I lay hands. Because when I lay hands, I do not want to be dead to rights. I want to make sure everything in place. So if I have to go to court behind whooping somebody behind, they can be like, hey, all this stuff is here. He did say this, he did say that. And I'm not gonna come off no stuff like that. I'm not gonna come off no extra money when I ain't got to. So I'm gonna have everything set out and right and done right. So if I gotta take it to your behind and put you parallel to the ground with your 10 toes up, then I'm gonna be fully in my rights to do that. Because it's too much to risk as a black.
It sounds like that's what he did, though. That's what I'm saying. In this situation, that sounds like what he did. He done talked to the parents. He done talked to the teacher. They done talked to the child. But that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about somebody that just ran up in the school, start fighting a parent. We're talking about somebody that went through just like me. I went through all the steps. I talked to the principal. I talked to the assistant principal. I sat down and asked to have a conference with the parents. Couldn't do that. When you sit down and you do everything you're supposed to do, now it's time to protect your child.
No, but when you were saying that, what you were saying was you said because I'm being nice. No, I'm not being nice. I'm just being smart. It's just that I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, what we were doing is we're talking about the one that did go through all the precautions.
Hold on 1 second. All right, you are back with the table talk. Who we got?
Hey, Chosen,
Angela.
I'm sorry, Angela.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, Angela. I was not ignoring you. Your topic your question, your statement actually is on the screen right now. I wasn't ignoring you, but
No. Yeah, they were in the midst of conversation. No. I was just calling to say that I agree with Chosen. I mean, I've had incidents, not necessarily like dramatic incidents with Kylie, but she can be a little overly dramatic sometimes. And she had an incident where she said that it from what her perception was and the way she saw things was that it seemed like there was a specific teacher that kept picking on her. Oh, hold on a second.
Good.
She said that it looked like it was a teacher that was picking on her. And so, she explained to me her version of the situation. And I was like, okay, so I first initiated the conversation with the school, unaware that it was one of the chairs, one of the teachers that's like one of the chairs for that particular grade, because she goes to a charter school. All my kids did. And, so I explained the situation as far as the perception in which my daughter received the information. And when I found out it was a chair, of course, she addressed me immediately and she was like, it was me. And I was like, oh, okay. So she gave me her version of the situation. And then, so we had a discussion about it. And then after that, I addressed Kylie and we had our discussion. But, I like to give everybody the opportunity. And at that particular school, if there's any type of bullying involved, luckily that particular school actually has a therapist on site. So everybody goes to a therapy session and they're like, okay, let's talk this out. Let's figure out what's going on. Why is it that you feeling these type of, feelings towards this particular person? I'm lucky that the school that she goes to has that, so they can kind of iron out what the problem is. But not every school has that opportunity. Not every school has the sufficient funding for that type of situation. And bullying, I'm going to be completely honest with you, from what I've seen in the past and just in my experience, bullying comes from the parents or somebody within that immediate family that they are connected to, that they feel that is normal. They've normalized it to the point that child now thinks that's just normal behavior. And so in the instance where this father did what he did to protect his child, if he followed all of what like I said, what Chosen was saying, where he followed all protocol, where he, if my child comes home and says, hey, I feel like I'm being bullied, I'm going to first get, what her perception of bullying is, because, we now like highlight it to the point where, now we have like sensitive kids. You can't tell them anything. You can't tell them like, oh, your shoes look funny. Not because they're being mean. They're just saying like, hey, that's just an opinion. And now they take it as, oh, now you're bullying me because now you're talking about my shoes. You have to get the perception of what the child is thinking. Like, okay, well, how did you feel bullied? Did you feel threatened? Did that person harm you? Was that person making fun of you? What exactly did they say? And then once you get all of that information, then I would address it with the teacher. So did you tell the teacher? Did you tell anybody else? Did anybody else see it? What are the witness statements? And then I would have proceeded to say, okay, I've already spoken with my child. I'd go up to the school, hey, this is what my child is perceiving with this particular person. May I speak with the teacher, or can we sit down and have a discussion? Now, if it's a continuous process and nobody's doing anything, not the teacher, not the parent, not anybody, then yes, we throwing hands. Come on, let's go. We can handle this outside. Somebody's gonna catch some hands, and if it ain't gonna be your child that I can spank, then baby, we're gonna spank you, and then y'all figure it out.
You and me.
See, because at the end of the day, Chosen, that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about running up in the school.
and even with Robert, and Robert's more tough than I am. Like Robert's the more of the, he's gonna be like, where we gotta go, what time we gotta be there, and let me just put my shoes on and grab my keys and we out. Like, Robert's more of the he'll wait for me to give him the cue that we gotta go. You know, and if he has to throw hands with the men, that's what he just got to do. But at the end of the day, we're going to defend our children, but there is a protocol because
exactly. I'm not saying I'm going to run up on somebody out the blue
immediately that our child is perceiving what they see as bullying. You know, and in the case with Kylie, she was a little over dramatic, and I explained to her that you have to understand at the end of the day, this is a teacher that was set in that particular position to protect you. And maybe she said something to you that you may have perceived as, oh, she was, you know, picking on me and she's being rude or whatever. But that does not give you the right to, you know what I'm saying, like to answer back in a you know, negative manner if you don't know the whole situation. And you also have to respect your elders. I'm not saying that they're always right, but if there is an issue, then you address it with me, or you tell your teacher, you like, if you have a problem with something I'm doing, here's my mom's phone number, give her a call and let her know. And I'm just happy that the school that they go to, everybody knows me because, of course, my oldest, my middle, and my youngest all went to the same school.
All right.
At the end of the day, the reason I made the comment I made is because all the protocols were met. Nobody's saying you're supposed to run up on somebody and you don't have all the answers, you don't have all the reasons. That's what I'm talking about. When we talk about things, we have to stay in a certain realm of what we're talking about, because then we get everything blown out of proportion. At the end of the day, if I've done everything I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna take that charge about my child. So if I've talked to you and I've talked to the teacher and I've tried to have a conference with the parent and that hasn't worked and these kids jump my daughter, somebody is going to suffer that consequence. And if I have to go to jail behind that, I'll go to jail behind that. Because I got a backup system in my family, my kid's gonna be good. My kid's gonna be good, and I'll take that. And at the end of the day, ain't nobody finna mess with my kids. I could care less what it costs me. Nobody.
We have someone who agrees with you. His name is Dre Rawls. He says if following all the right protocols and procedures and still not acting right, gotta go for what you know after that.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
So he agrees with you on that. Dre Rawls.
Exactly.
Dre Rawls also says, I'm accepting all smoke behind my babies, is what Dre said. Yeah. Dre also says, if the parents can't or won't straighten it, I'm gonna straighten it. Then listen to your kids, man.
For sure, please listen to them.
Yeah. He said, well,
you know, she said her daughter's over dramatic. She has to deal with that over dramatic on that end. My baby ain't over dramatic. If my daughter comes and tells me something, I'm taking it for face value because we have that relationship. I've always told my kids, if something is going on, you tell me first. Tell me so that I can step up and get ahead of it. I don't want you getting involved in that because now you're going to get in trouble. And you know what? I let them get in trouble because I've already told you, you can't handle that. You come and talk to me because I can handle it. So if something is going on at school, I don't allow no disrespect to teachers. My son, and when the teacher got into it, though the teacher was wrong, you shouldn't open your mouth. Now I'm not going to do nothing because you opened your mouth. I told you, somebody do something, you come and talk to me and I'll handle it. I'm not going to let my kids be disrespected, but I'm not going to let them be disrespectful. You know, there's a step to everything. There's a step to everything. And if at the end of the day, you've done everything you're supposed to do, and then with that father who beat up the dad, we really need the other story because who's not to say that the other person ran up on him? Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, so we don't know because did somebody record the fight? We need to get recording. Because if he confronted that father, wait a minute, if he confronted that father and was like, look, I done already talked to y'all, I done told you about your daughter, I'm getting sick of this, and the man was like, oh, you know, being aggressive, he's supposed to get, you know what I'm saying? So it all depends. Like we said, we don't know the whole story. I'm going to protect my child. And if it costs me to go to jail, I'll go to jail. I ain't scared.
Because going by what he said, like by what he said, if it's just, you know, if let's just say that was the end all be all, like everything, like, yeah, dude, you wasn't right. Like I come up there, and especially when he said he talked to him too, like, hey, because if you sit up and you say some more disrespectful stuff, like, man, you know, you and see, we can't
call up the crybaby or something, right?
Right. Hold on, real quick. Good morning. You are on with good morning. So good morning. Who we got?
Good morning. This is your boy Dre Ross.
What's up, Dre?
Cooling, man. Just agreeing with what y'all talking about. You know, I seen the viral post, you know what I mean, a couple of days ago, but it was right. Y'all don't want to. We done did everything that we're supposed to do. Done contact the school, done contact the parents, done everything we're supposed to do this right, and still can't get no act right up out y'all. Now I'm finna take the law in my own hands and make my baby whole. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, sometimes children got to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I
She
mean?
learned the hard way.
If they gotta be taught through their parents, then hey, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna learn this lesson not to be bullying my child.
Because if she was
Not
daddy's
mine.
girl, she witnessed daddy get whopped.
Bro, look, and you know, I'm pushing 40, you know what I'm saying? I just had my first biological, and she's a girl. She's 7 months old, right here in daddy lap right now. And boy, look, I will flip the world about this one. Real. So, yeah, man. That's that on that.
He said he gonna flip the world. I like that.
So y'all be blessed though, man. I ain't gonna hold the line though. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen to your children. You know what I mean? Like the Queen was saying, you know, we ain't raising no disrespect for children. You know, soon as you get out of line, then ain't, you know, you done tied my hands. But as long as you know, do everything that I pour into you. If somebody treat you wrong, you come let me know. You don't outside of your body trying to handle that. That's what daddy for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We gonna ride out on that.
Dre,
y'all day.
Mr. Rawls.
Yes, sir.
One question before you hang up, sir. This is Malcolm Jackson. This is Malcolm with Real Talk 100 Radio. I have one question. Only. How did you find us this morning?
From the Instagram, Louisiana, Texas DJ artist group.
Awesome.
Yeah, on Instagram. Yeah, it's from a text group.
Okay, awesome. I'm just trying to see what's working, what promotions are working, and what's not. So thank you.
Make sure and share us. Share us. Let
Y'all
people know about us.
I'm locked in now, though. Y'all done got a fan, so. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, so when you go through all the steps and you've done all you're supposed to do, at the end of the day, I don't bother nobody. I was bullied in school. You know, people would pull my hair because my mother made me wear dresses. They talked about my dresses because I had to wear dresses all the time. I got bullied. But at the end of the day, my family stepped up. My cousins wouldn't let that go. It wasn't often because my cousins was stepping. My mother pulled me out of elementary school because of bullying. She pulled up. We lived right off the street, like Morris, and our middle school, Maywood, was right there. So my mother's driving, and when she's driving by, she sees me. And I got 4 or 5 little girls around me, and she stops. When she gets out the car and walks on the playground, these girls are bullying me because I'm standing in the corner crying. One of them happened to be my cousin. So my mother was like, no, we're not doing this. And she went to the school. She talked to the school board. She pulled me out, put me in a private school after that. You know, because she was ready to fight everybody about her daughter. So at the end of the day, my daughter was a monster. So I didn't have to fight for her. I knew I didn't. The only reason the fight was going to come is when the adult started talking to my child. When the adult addressed my child for slapping his daughter, you don't talk to her. You don't get to talk to her. And I told the school that too. If you don't get him, I will. He's not to talk to her ever. Because he's going to tell her, I'm going to bring her back up here and let her slap you. And da-da-da-da-da. We'll bring her. But you're not going to talk to her. That you're not going to do.
Right quick.
Don't bring her.
Right quick. Lyric. We have Dre Rawls. He's still tuned in on Instagram.
Thank you,
he says, thanks for having me on. And now we have Miss Sweet Truth. Sweet Truth wants to know what the topic is.
All right. So good morning, Sweet Truth. Thank you for tuning. First and foremost, thank you for tuning in and sitting at us with the table at the morning talk at the morning table talk with Lyric and Chosen. We are talking about the thing that the viral video.
Play it again.
About and we're gonna get Malcolm to play it, but this father and brother that jumped this other father because his daughter wouldn't leave the other father's daughter alone after he's giving warnings and hey, stop messing with my daughter. He said we sent letters. He said we even talked to y'all about leaving my daughter alone. So, baby girl, you had to have a traumatizing experience watching your daddy get whooped, but it is what it is. So we're gonna get Malcolm to show you what he said in the video, you can hear it come from, hear it come straight from the mouth.
Before I play the video, I want everybody in the world to know what you're listening to right now. You're listening to the Table Talk Morning Show with Lyric and Chosen. We want y'all to tune in every Monday morning and every Thursday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. How do you tune in? You just go to YouTube or Facebook. Sometimes we're live on TikTok and Instagram as well. Tune in, and we always have a call-in number. You're more than welcome to call in at any time on topic at 832-560-2885. I'll put it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. We'll be right back. I want y'all to see this video. We'll be right back, y'all. Y'all call in on topic and tell me what you think about this video.
To the 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school, I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you're too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right.
Now, and one of the reasons why I think that I'm more on this side, because if you take a look, my man is a Mason, so he got his necklace on, he's Mason. So I don't. If there's a chance that, of course, when he said what he said, that I'm taking what he said for that, because you're not going to be like that and not think thoroughly as to what it is that you need to do. And then, hey, look, at the end of the day, think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go get this, you go get a car or something, right? And then it gave you time, or you have an apartment. They ask you say, hey, man, look, I'm gonna need you to pay this note. I'm gonna need you to pay this rent. You're a little behind on your rent, and you give me no choice but to put your stuff outside. That's basically what it is. Dude just evicted. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I done gave you all these warnings. Now it's eviction day. Now it's, you know what I'm saying? So he got evicted. He put the ice whooping on him. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. I'm not even gonna lie. After I had all my ducks in a row and I done did that and said, and I know that very little is gonna come back and bite me because of what I'm about to do, I probably would have did the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie, but I know I'm finna get with you. Hey, look, man, your daughter and this because if you come up here talking about, man, your son should know how to. Nah, that ain't the issue, because it's something at home. Something that you're not teaching them. So now all of this stuff comes back on him. Everything came back on that parent. If what he says is 100%.
Yeah, because he said I had a conference with the parent.
Even talked to the parent.
You can't control your child.
Bro, it's like, hey, what you do after that? Like, bro, you gotta catch the thigh out. You know what I'm saying?
You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. Because if you fight, you're going to jail. If you call the police,
I'm gonna be damned if I do.
If you call the police, you're a snitch. If you beat them up, you're wrong. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. So lyric in defense of you, I do understand. After all of everything, every you tried to stop this. I can't get my words together, y'all, but you've done everything possible to make sure that this was brought to light and to make sure that it stopped.
Yeah. And that was the point. It's not, and I want Chosen to understand. I get what he's saying. Yes. It doesn't make any sense to go to jail over some nonsense. But if you've done everything you're supposed to do and nobody's listening, you're gonna have to protect your child.
If you have exhausted every remedy, yes. I totally agree with you, but I also that's in defense of you. I also fully respect what Chosen was saying, because I have to watch myself all the time. I'm hot-headed, so I can't just jump out there every time something happens.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
So I'm taking both of your sides. I hate straddling the fence, but I just wanted to say that. But
it's not really straddling, because and I agree with him too. You can't just run up on somebody fighting just because you want to fight. Right. If you've gone through and that was the point was being made. That's why I was thrown out of context. If you've done everything that you can do to try to rectify the situation and somebody is still messing with your baby, I don't care about going to jail. I don't care, because I'm going to fight for my child.
Okay, what we got? Who is this? Oh, Sweet. I don't know why I want to sing her name. Like, hey,
Sweet.
hey, Leah, go ahead and find a melody or something to sing her name. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like,
Sweet emotion.
Sweet truth.
Oh, there you go, Leah. We gonna do that.
Sweet truth. That's how we gonna bring her in.
You can't say that name. You gotta sing it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rich? Man, thanks for tuning in.
I've been a teacher for 20 years. I understand the position folks took. Dad had to take that.
What's she saying?
Sweet truth. Joe did. Hey. And you know what? Today you have to realize too, some of these teachers that they got at these schools shouldn't be teachers. Yeah. But I have to also say, some of these children are so disrespectful. I feel for some of these teachers. You got to deal with people's problems. Kids coming to school, cuss you out, calling you names, don't want to work. And I have an issue with my son is a brat. He's spoiled. He's the last one. He's been spoiled by everybody. And I have to apologize to his teachers sometimes. I'm sorry. I thought I have to take the blame. But what you're not going to do is disrespect your teachers. We're not going to do that. Shut up. At the end of the day, shut up. If they say something to you and you don't like it, shut up. Call me. I got it. But you're not going to be disrespectful because I can't help you when you disrespect me.
That's the one thing. I'm like, man, look, just don't make it to where I'm dead to rights. That's what I said. That's what I tell my sons. I'm like, look, just don't make it. As long as you do like we discussed, and you stick to the plan, then I got you. Then I can come up there and be like, all I gotta do is ask. So let me ask you a question. Miss So-and-so, did he this? Yes, he did. Did he do that? And after I told him, did he come and talk to you? He did. Well, did you rectify? Well, what I said was not, that's not what I asked you. Did he do this? Now, so what happened was a seed was planted, it grew, and then it caused him to do what he had to do. And he did exactly what I told him to do. And because that happened, we are now in this situation. See, that's
my point.
That's my protocol for it, because now you done started something, I'm finna finish it. And now if I gotta come to fisticuffs, if I gotta come to blows, best believe I'm like Batman with this thing, man. I've had prep time before I got to the fight. And once I sit up there and I got my prep time and I got all my forensics and all my intel aligned and I got to do something, I'm not going to jail because I was already set up in the right. So if I do wind up getting arrested, they're going to be like, yo, we was wrong for arresting this dude. So it's not even me, but it's not even one of them things. It's going to be like, as a man, I'm going to show you that I ain't an idiot. So I'm going to show you that I'm smart up here. So next time you do come around here to talk, you're going to think about what angle to approach me at. Because you're not going to sit up here because I'm going to say, hey, I thought this out. You're going to be like, hey, this dude thought this out. So when we call him, we got to make sure we got our stuff together because he could do it, so got his together.
Right quick, y'all. We don't want to ignore the commenters.
No, we do.
Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all, on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. First of all, I'm going to address Dre. Dre says y'all done gained a fan.
Appreciate it, man.
Y'all gained a fan. He said, I'm now following on both platforms. Please put where you're tuned in from again. What did he say, Louisiana?
I think he said and he found us on the DJ page.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Little shameless plug. If you a DJ, guess what? I got music out. I'm just saying.
You have music out. let him know. He's in.
So I got music out, man. So you stay if you own Instagram, follow me at I Am the Chosen, and that's IAMTHACHOZ1N, and I got all my music out on what's up there. So yeah, that was just a little shameless plug, But even if you ain't a DJ and you still like good music, then you know what I'm saying.
This is Chosen's picture right here on the screen, everybody. That's Chosen. Go make sure you go and follow Chosen at CHOZ1N on all social media platforms. He is an R&B singer right here in Houston, Texas. Thank y'all for tuning in this morning to the Table Talk Morning Show. Let's get back to the comments right quick. Excuse me, I need some water. You got something to drink in there?
Take your break and get your time.
Excuse me, I got some juice or something in there. Dre Rawls is tuned in. Thank you, Dre. We have sweet truth.
Sweet truth. That's sweet truth.
She says Dre Rawls, facts. Dre Rawls came back and said
he giving all the smoke.
keep your mouth closed, he said, and call me. He's right along with you.
Absolutely. Shut up and call me.
He said,
at the end of the day, I can handle the smoke.
right.
You know, as a child, you in school to learn. You're not in there to be confrontational. You're not in there to be disrespectful. You in there to learn. And when you're doing all this other stuff, you're not learning. So keep learning. Call me when something happening. All you gotta do is text me. I'm on my way. You know, when I walk into school, teachers know me by name. They know who I am. All my kids that went through there, they've dealt with Elijah, Arleah, Benjamin, so they know who I am. Don't play with me. Don't play with me about my kids.
We have Sweet Truth has a book she's written here, y'all. Y'all check this out. While I get me a drink of water, there's the comment on the screen. Excuse me.
She said,
She says, I almost had the same situation happen to me when I addressed the mama. She switched up real quick and checked her son for saying inappropriate comments. He was saying to my beautiful daughter, she knew I was about my business when I stepped to her at the I know that's right. I know that's right. And I'm not one to start no fights. I don't start no fights. I don't even like to fight. I'm not a big fighter, but I'm going to do what I have to do to protect mine. I am. And I'm not scared. So please believe that. So all you clowns out there that think I'm scared, I ain't scared at all.
No. Dre Rawls. No, sir. I'm going to put the flyer back on. He misspelled Chosen. Chosen is spelled right here on the screen, y'all. CHOZ1N. R&B singer here in Houston.
One.
He put a S instead of a Z right there.
Okay.
Wrong spelling, Dre Rawls. Sweet Truth also says, I'm a content creator as well on Facebook. I will definitely share you to my peeps. Thank you. Sweet Truth, we had 20,000 views the other night, Sweet Truth. It's 20,000 views. That's where I met her.
That's beautiful.
She was tuned in on, we have a fellow influencer, fellow content creator named Maybay. And that's where she said.
Maybay, I know Maybay.
Yeah, she found us on that page. So, Dre Rawls.
I want to send a quick shout out when you finish, Malcolm.
Okay. Dre Rawls, I thought he was in Louisiana. He's actually in Houston, Texas, y'all.
Okay.
He's calling from New Orleans at the moment, but he's from Houston. He's an artist, producer, and engineer.
We need to hook up, Dre.
Dre Rawls said, and Sweet Truth said, I was there with Maybay. I just want to make sure everybody stays in the loop. We also have the Book of Kale tuned in on Instagram. Says the father is who is supposed to protect, and he did just that.
Yeah.
If you'd like to call in the Book of Kale, the call-in number is 832-560-2885. You're more than welcome to call in, and that goes out to anybody that's tuned in on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. This is the Table Talk Morning Show. I'm going to get out of the way of the host, which is Lyric, who has her hands balled up right now, and then we have Chosen right here giving a salute to the page.
Okay.
All right.
So I want to bring up, today is Bike Awareness Month. Motorcycles. So I want everybody to stay focused on that, bike awareness, watching your motorcyclists when you're on the road, certainly paying respect. I know some motorcyclists are disrespectful. I've seen that, driving reckless and then want to complain when something happens. But I am a biker. I'm a diehard biker. I'm a ride till I die. Y'all know. And I also want to send a shout out to Euphoria, Monty and Tamila. Sending a shout out to y'all. I want to send a shout out to, I'm a general manager over at Happy Vibes Daiquiri at 2833 Spears Road. We're doing a rebuild over there under new management, doing some different things, changing some things. So guys, come and see us. We're getting into the CBD business, shrooms and flowers and things like that. So y'all come and see us, 2833 Spears Road. Today is Thursday. I will be on live today. So if you could follow me on Facebook, I am Lyric, LEERYK space SG. And you can also find me at Happy Vibes Daiquiri on Facebook. I'm going to be giving away some things, some half gallons, some 32 ounces, giving away some free samples of our CBD candies, giving away a few things. So if y'all could tune in, I would love that. I also want to send a shout out to Them Boys and House of Dirty and Hard Riders. Those are the ones I really click with. And Outkast, I love Outkast. I know everybody be having issues with Outkast, but I love me some Outkast too. So I'm sending a shout out to the bike clubs that I fool with. And Classy Chicks, I'm sending a shout out to Classy Chicks, to Miss Red, sending a shout out to her. That's the fiance of Devious. We've had Devious on our station a couple of times doing an interview. He's an artist. I don't want to say up and coming because he's up. His music is amazing. I love his stories. So again, guys, don't forget, today is Thursday. I will be on live today about 5 o'clock, 5 to 7 at Happy Vibes Daiquiri. And you can also find me on Facebook, Lyric, LEERYK space SG. Also on Instagram, Lyric Nunu Radio or Lyric SCA. Also on Snapchat, Lyric SG. So on most platforms you can find me. Don't forget, you got Chosen in the house. Please look up Chosen and listen to this new music he got out. Chosen, CHOZ1N. You can find him on all platforms. Also, Rosie. I love Rosie, that music. Now that song she has, Natural, is always going to be my favorite. I don't care. But y'all got to keep listening to her. We're going to hopefully we have another concert coming up because I missed that one. And what was the gentleman's name, guys, that we interviewed the week before last that's having a concert on the 26th?
Zamar, y'all.
Yeah. So go ahead and tell them about that, Chosen.
So first of all, so we got the Blackout Series concert, 26th at the I'm gonna have another flyer for y'all probably today. And
okay.
It's over here on I don't want to say two is on the north side, but off of Highway 6, the Pro Province Studios, the art studio. Yeah, every last Sunday, Zamar, y'all, Ezra Hezekiah, they put together this Black Series concert. You come out looking your best. It's preferably all black, but I see people come in, they switch it up, but they have some form of black. And you see some of Houston's talent, man, and they come out and they do their thing. And I mean, it'd be really, really good. I'm gonna be there.
Buy me some black then.
So check this out. I don't know which day yet, but next week we're gonna have him back again. It's either gonna be Monday.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. Let me know because I'm coming in for that. If I got an Uber,
Monday or Thursday, we're gonna have Zamar come right back in so we can get already for the Black Series concert. And y'all definitely want to be in there, man. I'm gonna post up a flyer and everything. I have it up there today. I'm gonna send it to Malcolm so he can put it on the Real Talk page, and then I'm gonna have it on my page so y'all can look at it. And then we also have the R&B and comedy, which is tomorrow. I've been posting it all on my. Malcolm's been posting it.
Is it?
It's gonna be over here. I think it's 13515 Bama North Houston. And
when?
Tomorrow night. That's tomorrow night.
Okay, please do me a favor and send that to me so that I'll have it, or put it on our group.
All right, I'll put it. There it is right there.
Put the flyer on there. I can copy it and paste it.
Yeah, Malcolm's got it right there on there because I seen it. Malcolm did.
Yeah, put it in our chat too, though, so I can go ahead and paste it.
So I'm telling you, so straight after work, soon as I'm heading straight over there. Straight after work tomorrow, I'm heading straight to the comedy and R&B.
And what time does it start?
If I'm not mistaken, I think she said the door was open at 8, and then I think 9.
Okay, I get off at 8. I'm gonna come straight from work.
If I'm not mistaken, the comedy's first, and then the R&B. So I'll get there maybe a little after the comedy starts, and then you got the R&B. So
what's the cover charge?
Not necessarily sure. You have to look because it does the same thing. It's just with the hookahs.
Let's get that call.
Hey, good morning. You are at the table with Lyric and Chosen. Who we got?
Yo, what's up, Coach?
What's happening, Endo? What's good?
Chilling, man. What the topic is today, man?
I don't know if you heard, but did you hear about we was talking about bullying, and was this father right? It was the bully. I'm sorry, his daughter was being bullied. So what he did was he sent, to the parents, hey, told the girl, stop bullying my daughter, told the fathers, sent letters, and then told the parents, yo, stop bullying, and then the bullying kept on going. So him and his brothers went and jumped her daddy.
They went jump. They went jump. The girl that's bullying his daughter, daddy.
Yeah. Exactly. You're like, hey,
okay, so what? That's the topic today.
Yeah,
what,
some people, was.
Do you agree with him? Do you agree with what he did?
Like what you say?
Do you agree with what he did?
You chopping up, coach.
She asked, "Do you agree with what he did?"
Oh, I mean, because the other way to do it is definitely to get law enforcement involved, right? That's the one best way to do it. But
yeah.
Some people take stuff in their own hands. Some people live by that old law, man, and take stuff in their own hands. So,
yeah,
they're like me. They're just like me. My daughter called me telling me some dude over at Hot Tower, right? Bullying her. You know what I mean? Bullying her. So I said, what? What's going on with that? So I said, man, look, when you're at school, man, I don't care if you gotta give your phone to one of your friends or whatever. Make sure you give him the phone. So they gave him the phone. I say, look at man, look, I don't know you, I don't know your parents, nothing like that, but that's my daughter, bro. If you up there bullying my daughter and you a whole dude like that, I say, man, we're gonna have issues. When you come out of school, you're gonna see me. And I don't care who you go get. I don't care if you go get your brother. I don't care who you gonna go get. Because, people ride behind theirs, man. And a dad gonna ride behind his son, and he gonna ride super tough behind his daughter. A good dad. So that it is what it is. Hell yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. All 10 toes down, I agree with that. Like don't mess with my child, bro. Don't mess with my daughter, bro. Like, don't mess with nothing that's mine. How about that? And since you ain't responding, me and my brothers, we finna go over there and whoop your daddy, man. We finna go whoop we finna go put some hands on your daddy. And throughout that, I bet you that daddy said, "Hey, leave that girl alone. Leave her alone."
Quick question.
Yeah.
Quick question, caller. Quick question. Caller.
Hey,
go ahead.
Quick question for you. This is Malcolm, man. We had a sidebar conversation where we were saying, I'm kind of straddling the fence because I'm a hothead sometimes and I have to watch myself. So the sidebar conversation was, are you gonna jump him off the rip? Or are you gonna go through? Are you gonna exhaust all the remedies? Are you gonna go through all the possible situations where you can rectify the situation, or you just gonna jump him off the rip? What's your answer to that?
Yeah, I mean, because obviously, bro, you got a job. You're a working man. You got a job. You got things to do. You go up there and whoop people and jump people, bro. That's a possibility you're gonna go to jail. There's a high possibility you can lose your job by being locked up for too long. So obviously, the right thing is to rectify the situation or try your best to rectify it. But however, this guy has already been sent letters and everything else. So the only rectifying you could possibly try to do is, hey man, hey, did you get that email or that letter we sent to you, man? If he say yeah, then it's on site.
Oh, so my word don't mean nothing, huh?
Talking about it now.
Yes. Oh, so you did get it. So my word don't mean.
Yeah, man. I happen to get that. Yeah, I did get it, man. It's a blah, 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 blah.
All right. Respect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all, man. I just want to, I'm gonna chime in from time to time, man.
I know that.
We got one of the livest shows, man, that's upcoming, man.
I appreciate it.
Keep it going.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right, coach.
Hey, have a good one, bro. Thanks.
Yeah.
What y'all got to understand? What I want y'all to
that's what it is. You have to exhaust all of your resources. And after that's been done, which it seems like that's what he did. Once that's been done, then you got to do what you got to do.
Well, so what I want y'all to understand to our listening audience, man, most of the conversations that we be having, they off the rip. I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up. I feel like it comes off better when it ain't planned, when it ain't scripted. It's like you get up and be like, hey man, what are we gonna talk about today? That's it. We're gonna talk about this. And then you get this. You get what we bring over here. I'm not saying I'll never do anything scripted because I might have an idea. Lyric just might have an idea one day and be like, hey, you know, a couple of days out, hey, let's talk about this. It's cool. But in some cases, man, we just be wanting to shoot the crap, you know, so we just want to go off the dome, and this is what you get. It be in the purest form.
Nothing we do is scripted. Even if we plan to talk about something, nothing's scripted.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't scripted. And, you know,
so everything we talk about is raw. It's for the moment.
So what Angie say? She said, "Oh, you got that? Oh, you got that email? Yep." Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah, you got. Like my dad used to be like, "Hey, this is the one thing my dad used to tell me. Like, so did you?" He said, "It's like, he said, you heard me when I said don't do this, right? Yeah. Oh, so my word don't mean nothing, huh?" That's the one thing you don't want to hear when your pops and your mom say that, man. No one say,
"Yeah."
I
said it.
Who is Kev? Okay, what's happening, Kev? Talking don't work no more. Talking don't work no more. It's just straight action. Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know,
I'm a compassionate person. I don't want to hurt nobody, but I'm not gonna let nobody.
I mean, I'll say this, that like
when I talk to you, and especially when I warned you, you've been warned. Period.
Yeah, like okay, you go to your job, right? You go to a job. And if you insubordinate or whatever, they're gonna call you in the office, you're gonna have a nice little chat. The chat is the warning. That's it. The chat is, hey, we noticed this was going on, and we know this is what you're doing. So we being nice about it right now. Please stop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, please stop. That's it. Whether it's a verbal or if it's on paper, you had that talk. So you can never go back and say we did not have this talk. So whenever you wind up getting in that chair and they talk about, well, today is the day. We had the talk, nothing's changed, so we're gonna have to let you go. You can't be like, well, Tom, I don't understand. I mean, you said no,
not Tom.
So you just.
He said Tom. Did he say Tom as an uncle?
You didn't. You said, well, you didn't follow protocol after we've had this talk. It ain't no, well, Tom, I don't understand. Like you had to talk, so the actions got to be taken. Now you should be proud with your chest out. You know what I'm saying? With an S on your chest, knowing that you've taken the action after you put the protocol in place. And now I got to do it. Shouldn't be no regrets. It shouldn't be no. I hate I got to do this to you in a way. But I gotta do it because I gotta protect mine, and you should be proud of it. And I mean, homeboy, I'm pretty sure he gave the fisticuffs and the bevy of blows with his chest out. You know, he pretty sure felt real good about doing it because it's like, man, now my daughter she ain't gotta worry about your daughter bullying me no more because she looking at her dad get whooped. You won't want me to whoop your dad no more, right? So you're gonna leave my daughter alone, right? Didn't we say?
They didn't do this at the school. They go to his house. I want to know where it happened at.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I really do think this is not the last we finna hear about this on social media.
It's not gonna be the last.
The other,
It's not gonna be the last.
It's gonna be the last. I'm pretty sure the father that got jumped is gonna have a video to say his piece.
Somebody's gonna go and interview him.
Say something. Somebody gonna say so. This ain't the last. So that is exactly why I said now, coming from what he said, if his story is accurate, is I ain't even gonna say 100%, but if his story is at least 95% accurate, I'm like, bruh, I'm still on.
The only thing I think you'll get in trouble for is jumping. Why did y'all have to jump him? Just one of y'all just beat him up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I agree with everything you said. But I don't know what you said, Malcolm.
I'm gonna try to find the video. He tried to explain. His explanation wasn't that good, but he did explain. He said a lot of y'all are gonna jump on me because a lot of y'all are gonna attack me or approach me because we jumped him and gonna ask me why didn't I fight him one-on-one. He made a video that was just I'll try to find it, and I'll try to find it right now and post it. He did address that.
Man.
Yeah, that was my question. Why jump him? If you beat him up one-on-one, that's dead to heart. You know, you was right. But that jumping thing,
yeah, you know, hey, that's what I'll be doing, man. She said that accent. I mean, yeah, you know, y'all gonna hear that a lot from me, man, in the coming appearances, man. You know, I don't let my comedian side out a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't be knowing how to tap into that right now as quick as I do with my singing side. But yeah, with the accent, yeah, I do a lot of them impressions and stuff like that. But y'all will see it once I tap in. But that is, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you thought it was funny, Angie, for real, for real. But what's the difference, darling? Y'all don't know me, man. I do retarded stuff. Like if I know I can't whoop you, then I'll try to find a way to subdue you and put you in the trunk of an unmarked car and drive around Houston with you with some rats in the back of the truck or something like that. If you you banging on the door trying to fighting off rats. Then we let you gonna do it again, huh? Then you gonna listen to me next time I say stop, huh? And then let you go on about your way or some stuff like that. I'll be to find some more crazy ways to do some stuff and figure out, mess with you and just make you think you're going crazy or something like that. If fisticuffs don't work or if I don't want to get my hands dirty, let's go find some rats. Put some rats in the trunk and put you in that trunk and ride around Houston with you in the back of the trunk.
The best thing I saw, the best thing.
Now you're a goon. Now you being a goon.
The best thing I saw, I forgot what movie it was. I'm not even gonna say that one. I'll say that off air because it was kind of gory.
Imagine telling that story.
From Chosen the Poet to Chosen the Goon.
but imagine telling that story to somebody though, dog. Like you can sit up and say, "Yeah, dog, I went outside. Yeah, there's two dudes that jumped me, dog. Like they jumped me. You know what I'm saying? I got whooped." Like you be like, "Okay, that's some common stuff." But imagine sitting up there saying, "What happened to you last night? Why you got all these nicks and scratches?" I said, "Dog, I don't know what happened. I over my head. Next thing I knew, I was in the trunk. And I was like, I was in the trunk, and I didn't know what happened. And I felt something crawling on me. And it was some rats. And then they let me go. And then then after that, they were like, you ain't gonna do it no more. Okay, well, what you imagine telling that story to somebody? I was like, dog, they this is what we doing out here? Like, you probably wouldn't want to say nothing about it. You probably wouldn't want to say that. Like, you probably some weird stuff. First off, you don't know who it was, and they snuck up on you, put your bag over your head, and you ain't see their face. Then all of a sudden, you got put in the trunk, and you knew it was a trunk because you heard the trunk slam, and then you get these rats. So you knew you did something. So the first thing after they sit up there tell you after you done put on, they said, "Dog, who did you piss off? What did you do?"
Right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell y'all the worst payback I ever saw. I saw it on a video, but I don't want to say it on the morning show.
Yeah,
if it was the evening show,
if
it was the evening show, I would be telling y'all it was gory, y'all. They got it. They got him back, and I don't think he lived. But I'll tell y'all off air. It was gory, but thank y'all for tuning in this morning, y'all. We still got about
tuning in, man.
We still have about 26 minutes left in the show. Yep. I think this is a good time to take a break, and I'm going to let Lyric and Chosen tell me what to play during the break.
Okay, we can do that. Lyric, what you want, ladies?
Hey, play one of Devious if you got him up. Play one of his Devious.
I wanted to play a visual. I don't have any visuals by Devious.
We don't have no videos for him. Okay.
No. We have a choice. We have a choice of Zamar Yah. We have Rosie, of course. We have Chosen.
Do Lamar. He's got an up and coming. We want to push him a little bit. Do Lamar.
Yeah, let's put Zamar up there, man.
Zamar, Real Love, Social Freaks.
Oh, Zamar. I'm sorry. I'm calling him Lamar.
They do that Real Love.
I'm sorry, Zamar. I changed your name.
Zamar, man.
We're gonna be right back, y'all. This is.
What's the saying you say? Yo.
Yo.
What is it?
Yo.
Yeah.
Y'all don't think we're gone crazy. Zamar Yah, he uses his last name throughout his songs. and he says it throughout his songs. He says it when he sees you. He says it in his own way. He has a high-pitched voice, and he says, yeah, something like that. I can't do it properly, but hey, this is Real Love by Zamar. We'll be right back.
This is Zamar. Yeah.
We'll be right back, y'all. Right back.
Take a seat. Oh man, how's life treating you, brother?
You know, the tour is going pretty well. You know, lately I've been feeling like I've been missing something.
And what is that? Love?
Yeah, man. I think I just need to settle down. I think it's about time.
Yeah, man. Must be nice. I mean, I'm sure when we least expect it, she'll come around.
Yeah, gotta find her first. But you know, the crazy thing is, it's like I just don't understand where, you know, she's gonna come from. That's what I thought, brother.
Sometimes I feel lost, sitting here thinking, wondering if I'm dreaming of what more I need. Seems like the word is fading from my heart. It's like, what is love? What is love? No patience involved, the one that's none at all. I'ma tell you now, you need to know what is love. Clap your hands and stomp your feet, feel the rhythm within your heartbeat. Just close your eyes and you'll see all real love. Real love. Real love. That's all y'all know. Well, can somebody please hold my hand? And we just dance, going round and round again. You stare at me, I stare at you, and we just dance. I haven't felt this feeling in so long, going in circles and circles all night long. Oh, how it feels good to be loved again. Just close your eyes and you'll see all real love. Real love. Real love. That's all y'all know. I just wanna love you, babe. Give you everything that I need. I just wanna hold, I just wanna love, I just wanna kiss, I just wanna love. I just wanna hold, I just wanna love, I just wanna kiss, I just wanna love. Real love, real love. That's all y'all know. I just wanna love you, real love. Give you everything
No. You gotta do it through your nose. It's yeah.
I can't sing through my nose. It don't work for me.
Yeah. However he do it, he's amazing. That was Zamar Yah and real love. Y'all go and follow Zamar Yah, just like I spelled it on the screen right there. I have a couple pictures of him, so you'll know exactly who you're looking for. Zamar Yah. He was on the show a couple weeks ago, and he'll be back soon. When, Chosen?
Yeah, so either Monday or Thursday next week. We're gonna see. We're trying to put that together. Right now, it's gonna be available either Monday or Thursday. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna let y'all
know ahead of time.
Y'all know good and well I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time when he will make his return.
There he is on the screen, everybody. Zamar Yah. Go and follow him at ZAMARYAUW. Zamar Yah. Now back to the Table Talk Morning Show with Chosen and Lyric. We've been talking for the first approximately hour and 40 minutes about the father and the son or brother who beat up someone. We're gonna play it one more time, and then I think y'all want to switch gears and go to the
we're gonna get off of that and we can talk about something else. And then
I wanted to know, did you find out any information about the Greens Point murder?
Yeah, that was the only thing that I found out on the Fox 26 site. Was they just said that one was killed.
One man, a man was killed. We don't know anything else.
I don't know anything else. And then if
you guys know anything, can you guys hit us up and let us know what's going on?
Ain't no telling in Guns Point.
I was just about to say that. Y'all know
Guns Point, right?
Gonna be too much said. Hey, somebody got shot.
That's it.
And that's it.
That happens every day.
Yep.
G, y'all want me to play the video?
Yeah, play the video real quick so y'all can know what we're talking about.
We're gonna play the video one more time, y'all. This is what the show was about for the first hour and 40 minutes. And brother jumped a 7-year-old girl's father for not dealing with bullying of his daughter. Y'all can call in on topic after we play the video. We want to make sure you know exactly what we're talking about today. Here's the video that we talked about. We'll be right back.
To the 7-year-old girl who had to watch me and my brothers jump her daddy after school, I'm sorry. I know that was probably a traumatizing experience for you, but we kept asking you to stop bullying my daughter and you wouldn't listen. We sent letters home. We even had a meeting with you and your parents and you wouldn't listen. So now you know your actions have consequences. And since you're too young to receive those consequences, you had to watch your daddy take those consequences. Get some therapy. You'll be all right.
It's the delivery, man.
You'll be all right to get me.
It's the delivery. Get some therapy. You'll be all right. Now, how long is it gonna take for you to be all right? Like that's
what's up, baby?
That dude said, "Hey, that man
some therapy. You gonna be all right."
You didn't listen, so your dad.
That's the best part right there.
Your pops built up enough points to get to accumulate a butt whooping for the low cost of $3.99. Like for real, like, man, how much did it cost to get that whooping? $3.99.
He said $3.99.
Yep. And it's only gonna cost you the low price of $3.99.
$3.99.
That's that. I heard that. I was like, man, wow, that's wow. Now I'm not even gonna lie. I sat up there and I used to think about this when my sons were like real small, elementary school and that. And luckily, good, thankful to the Most High that I didn't really get I ain't get no dad, somebody bullying me. And I had one issue with one kid where my son was trying to stick up for this one little kid, and the kid hit my son and talked to his parents. Well, at the time I was at work, so my wife at the time, she went and talked to the little boy's mama, and then and I got home and I told him, I talked to my son about what did he wind up doing to the boy or whatever. And so they wound up being, at the end later on, they wound up being cool. So, but as long as you know that you're not finna be no pushover, and then it's all right, But I ain't, other than that, man, I never had my son didn't come to me saying, "Hey, this dude giving me problems and he a bully and this and this. And if they did, I ain't know nothing about it. And then when I ask, sometimes kids can be shut mouth, nothing wrong, and you got to dig a little deeper. But I didn't find nothing at the bottom, so luckily I had to deal with nothing like that. What we got here? Okay, pretty. What we got here? Malcolm.
Pretty thick. Scott says she was just.
Hey, she gonna be all right. She gonna. How long is it gonna take for her to be all right? She said, yeah, she'll be all right. Get some therapy.
She gonna be all right. Get you some therapy.
If she didn't learn the lesson our daddy show did.
and the thing about it is that get some therapy, and that therapy costs. So you got your boo, and you got to pay for therapy if she need therapy. Was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Was
is the
it
question.
worth it? In the end, was it worth it?
Every time Tasha comments, I'm going to make sure I give her a special shout out. I told myself last night I was going to.
What's up, Tasha Scott?
Put the link up on about her book. She's not shy about her past.
Yeah.
She was in one of those families where, the uncles would come over and spend the night and do terrible things to children.
Yeah.
So she ended up writing a book about.
I'm ready to write my book. I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna start mine. I've already been writing ideas down.
Tasha ended up writing a book about it. I'm looking for the link now on her page. Tasha, you need to post that link more on your page so it can be shared out more. But if you can come to Facebook and put your link in the comments for your book, it is now ready to purchase on Amazon. I do know that for a fact. And shame on you uncles that.
What's the name of it?
Huh?
Yeah, for real.
What's the name of the book?
I'm trying to find it now. I can't remember the name. Tasha, please call in, Tasha.
She said she gonna learn today.
Call in, Tasha. On topic, call in at 832-560-2885. She has not commented again. I hope she's still there after mimicking what Tozen said about just roll her around. She'll be all right.
Roll around. She'll be all right.
She'll be all right.
She'll be all right. It's like them little hard-headed little kids in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. You don't want to listen to them. When the consequences hit, now you want to be upset. Told little round boy, hey man, don't put your hand in the chocolate. Hey, don't drink the chocolate. Little behind filling the chocolate. Couldn't get him out. Like, hey, these consequences. He wasn't sorry about nothing that happened to them kids. Oh, Willy Wonka. Y'all ain't seen Willy Wonka?
It's been a long time.
Every last one of them kids.
One out now.
What'd you say?
They got a new one out.
Yeah, but then nothing tops the original, man. That doggone, all them kids was like sitting up and doing what they wanted to do, and them consequences happened. Them parents looking all stupid and stuff. Yeah, I let him do this at home. Well, he ain't at home. He at the chocolate factory. She at the chocolate factory. Yeah, try that over here and see what happens. You know, that one girl, she got dropped down there because she's talking about, I want a squirrel. I want one of those, and I want one now. And the daddy gonna sit up and talking about, hey, how much you want to give me one of them squirrels? Ain't not for sale. Everything's for sale. You bickering about this man instead of telling your daughter, hey, you can't do this. You can't have this. It was a warning to the daddy. And what happened? She gets sit down there with the bad nuts. Now you want to look stupid because you ain't take care of what you supposed to take care of. Same thing his dad did. Dad was like, hey man, stop bullying my daughter. Hey, don't do that. Hey, I done gave you many warnings, and now you done got whooped for free 99.
Just $3.99
for free 99.
I found the link, y'all. The name of the book lyric is called Book of Prayers.
Book of Prayers.
Not prayers as in
P-R-A. E-R-Y. Yeah.
Somebody that prays on.
Yes, ma'am. I'm putting the link. Hopefully I'm copying this right. I'm putting the link in the comments right now, everybody. Y'all go and Instagram, turn this off. Okay. I'm putting the link in the comments right now. Y'all go to Amazon and purchase a book of prayers by Tasha Scott. It can be found on Amazon right now. I'm on the link right now on Amazon. The book is only $15.99. on Amazon.
Title. That's a strong title.
Book of Prayers. Prayers. They pray on the week.
Praying on the week.
How They Got Me. The Book of Prayers, How They Got Me is what it's called.
Oh man, I'm glad you was able to write a book about that and go through that and let people know your story. That's heavy. Just that title.
Book of Prayers, How They Got Me. Yeah, they lure you in, they groom you to act the way they want you to act, and then next thing you know, you're in trouble. Y'all, please share the video all over the world. We want everybody to know about the Book of Prayers. We want everybody to know about Table Talk Morning Show. We want everybody in the world to know about Real Talk 100 Radio. Caffrey just tuned in and chimed in again and said, stop letting them kids that they are entitled to anything that they want.
Yeah. You know that, that bullying and all the behaviors that these kids have, that start at home because they learned it from somewhere. They seen it from somewhere. And like Angie said, they think that it's normal.
Sometimes too, kids that bully are also abused.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I've learned that too. Some kids that bully have been abused themselves.
Yep. And then the only way they know how to.
It's like an out. It's like an out. It's a cry for help, but it's also like that's how they release all that anger.
Yep.
Say it again, Lyric. Say it again.
I'm saying that's a lot of times when kids bully, it's because they've been abused in some form or fashion, and that's how they actually release all that anger and frustration.
A lot of these
they put it out on somebody else.
A lot of these police officers were bullied when they were children, and that's why you have a lot of this excessive force.
And some of them are just evil.
Some of them are just evil. Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
That's another story for another day about these police.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right, y'all. So we got 8 more minutes left within the show. You got 8 more minutes to get your comments in, and if you want to call in and speak a little bit on what we're talking about, then you got 8 more minutes to do that. So and if y'all have any information on what happened in Greens Point, the Greens Point shooting, man, I hope it
yes, there's some information on that. I also wanted to add to that the bullying thing. They say you how the saying is hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
And that's true. Hurt people hurt people. So, sometimes these kids that bully need some therapy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you need some therapy, you'll be all right. Yeah, get you some therapy if you need some therapy. What happened to you?
Yeah. Kathy says sometimes they're hiding the pain that they've been through.
Yep.
See, one thing I don't understand. One thing I don't understand about bullying today is, you have all these cell phones. People are getting bullied, and you got your cell phone out and recording it. Well, I used to be the bully beater. I used to be the bully beater upper. The bully beater upper. Well, that was my name back in school, and here I am, the jock of the school, the stud, whatever you want to call it. I'm playing football, I'm running track, and I'm known all over the school. But anytime I saw somebody who was a nerd or somebody getting picked on, no. I would approach them. I would approach them first, and then if they wouldn't listen, they would go and get their boys, and I would go get my boys, and here we are. You got the whole football team in our way against you and your fellow bullies. That I wish that would come back. You don't see much of that anymore. Everybody wants to record stuff. Record it and embarrass.
Everybody wants the scoop.
Everybody wants the scoop. Everybody wants the views and all of that. So I think bullying would stop if somebody would just stand up. Kids, stand up.
Well, it'll greatly decrease. Like I said in the beginning of the show, there's different ways how people did take care of that. We got a comment. Let me see what we got here. Hey Angie, once again, she was like overall of the students ages 12 to 18, the percentage of students two or more races 37% who reported bullying was higher than the corresponding percentage for white students, 25%. White students, 25%, and black students, 22%, which were in turn.
Higher than the percentage of Asian students.
13%. Yeah, okay. No statistics, man. The numbers don't lie. Yeah, numbers don't lie. The only thing I have about when they had the numbers, you know, the media does tend to shed light on certain demographics to generate and to cater to, you know, certain things. Without saying too much, you get what I'm saying. You know, they're not gonna tell you too much of the facts of how it is. Y'all know how it go. But yo, she right. She right.
Tasha, let me send this message to her. Tasha, if you could call in right quick and talk about your book, that would be awesome. We only have 4 minutes left in the show.
But that's like I was saying, back in the day, dealing with bullies was different. The TV tried to show you how to do it. You know, our little sitcoms we had versus now. Yeah, kids, people don't stay this. People don't band together like they once did before back in the day.
No, sir, not at all.
Together at all, man. It'd be like.
Well, you know, we have a different type of people right now. What I discussed with one of the counselors at my son's schools, we have children raising children. And a lot of times these parents are not parents, they're friends to their children.
Yeah.
That's what a big problem is. You know, you want to be your child's friend instead of your child's teacher and parent, you know, that leads to bullying, you know, and a lot of times the parents are behind the bulliers. So at the end of the day, you know, we're in a dilemma where we're going to have to try to help, like be that village and help some of these kids, you know. Because I've seen where a child does something and they're 100% wrong, honey. The parent come up to the school ready to fight, you know, and your child is dead wrong.
Yep.
So, you know, it's a hard way to go today.
Yep.
That's why I said being a teacher today, you have got to be courageous.
For real. Well,
kudos, I commend you, because I couldn't.
Yeah, we are at the last 2 minutes of the show. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in, and appreciate your calls, appreciate your input. We will definitely be back again on Monday with another something to bring to the table. So if you got one more, if you got a comment or something you want to say while we still here, make it known, let yourself be seen before we get up out of here. But as for me, I'm about to get ready to get out of here and get ready to head to work. And I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Lyric. We got 1 minute left. Do you have anything in closing today?
And a shout out. Don't forget to look me up today. 5 o'clock, I'll be at Happy Vibes Daiquiri. I'm going to be there from 4 to 8 today. I'm going to be on live. I'm going to be giving away a lot of different things. If I get enough people chiming in, I'm going to give away a party pack this week. So party pack includes 2 gallons, 15 Jell-O shots. You get 12 tube shots and 4 injectors. If you tune in today and I can get enough people to tune in, I will give away that party pack. And that means I need at least 100 people hitting my line. So tag somebody, let somebody know, look at that menu, because I'm going to ask questions about that menu to win money. I mean, not to win money, to win prizes. We're giving away a half gallon. I'm giving away a 32 ounce. I'm giving away some Jell-O shots, tube shots. I'm giving away some of our adult Jell-O pouches. I'm going to also be giving away some of our CBD gummy. So hit me up today at Lyric, LEERYK space SG. Also, you can find me at Happy Vibes Daiquiri on Facebook, and look me up on Instagram and on Snapchat, all same platforms. Guys, see you today.
Awesome, y'all. Awesome. Look at the Happy Vibes Daiquiris list. Where y'all located again, Lyric?
2833 Spears Road. 2833 Spears Road. Come and holler at me, y'all.
Hey, y'all, anything you order on this menu is going to be fire. But Lyric, just for knowledge's sake, tell them what the top 3 sellers are.
Our top 3 sellers, and remember this, guys, because this is going to be one of your questions. is going to be Booed Up, which is my drink. I made that up a few years ago. Who Dat, made up by my girl, Keita. And then WAP, made up by my son, Elijah. So Booed Up, Who Dat, and WAP. Those are our top three sellers.
Y'all go and get it. I promise you, you'll have the best drink on the north side, the best daiquiri on the north side. If it's not, hey, I promise you, it's in the top 2 or 3. I promise you that. You might say, well, such and such tastes better. It's sweeter. I get it. You have your preferences. But I promise you, Happy Vibes Daiquiri has top 3 daiquiris on the north side. And I'm talking about northwest, northeast.
We on the north.
On the north. I don't care where you're at on the north. Happy Vibes Daiquiri can't be beat. They're in the top 3, hands down. Go get you a daiquiri at what address? One more time.
2833 Spears Road. We're cat a corner from Cotton Middle School and across from CVS next to Exxon. So come holler at me off of Walters and Spears, 2833 Spears Road. Happy Vibes Daiquiri.
Tune in today to Happy Vibes Daiquiri. Tune in today to Lyric SG and possibly win a gallon of daiquiris.
Yep, gallon, half gallon, 32 ounce, and a 24 ounce. We're giving away Jello shots, and we're gonna have our ladies out in the parking lot, some of our pretty girls out in the parking lot giving out Jello shots and all that today.
Awesome. Thank you, Lyric. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for tuning in this morning, everybody, to the Table Talk Morning Show with Lyric and Chosen. We want you to tune in every Monday and Thursday mornings from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mondays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We have talks like we had this morning all the time. If you have something that you want to talk about specifically, all you got to do is hit my inbox. I'm Malcolm Lewis Jackson on Facebook. You can please don't hit Real Talk 100 Radio on Facebook. They never, ever notify me. So if you want to contact me directly, come to my personal name. I don't mind giving up my government name. My government name is Malcolm Lewis Jackson. Yes, and I said government on purpose. My government name is Malcolm Lewis Jackson. Y'all hit us up if you have a topic that you want to discuss. We're out of here for today. This has been another edition of the Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. But I want y'all to tune in later tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. From 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight, we'll have this lady and we'll have these ladies in here tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's called the Divas Dose Podcast, and their sponsor is this lady right here, The Taste of Love Wine. Everybody, y'all go to Total Wine and More, and this wine is on selected locations. Total Wine is infused with aphrodisiacs, and hey, y'all know what aphrodisiacs do to a body when you take them. Say this wine.
That's right.
This wine is infused with aphrodisiacs. She'll be in the building tonight. Most likely, she's going to bring a couple bottles for us to sample while we're on the show. But tonight, the topic is, why do men not like opening up to women? Why do men not like opening up to women is the topic tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Y'all tune in. Women, if you don't like that question, men, if you don't like that question, men, if you have a lot to say about that topic, tune in tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We'll be sipping this wine just like these ladies are right now. The show is called Divas Dose Podcast. We'll see y'all later tonight. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in this morning. We're going to go out this morning with another love song by a lady that goes by the name of Rosie Bush. It's called Natural. She says her man likes her natural. We'll see y'all. Right. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all later tonight. Bye-bye.
This feeling and it burns through my soul and it makes me feel all kinds of good. A simple feeling and I just can't help myself. It just makes me feel all natural from the way that I talk, yeah, and the way I lay my track. from another era. And I can't get with that. Baby girl, just be yourself, you'll rule the world. He wants me to be natural, baby. He wants me to be free. He says he loves it when I'm natural. He loves it. He loves it when I'm natural. Baby, he loves it. And I'm feeling for ya all the time. Just be yourself when I'm around. He says he loves it when I'm natural. Just be yourself, just be yourself. Ooh, just take your time. Ooh, you're not even 30 yet. Ooh, you're doing just fine. With life, take your time. Do it right. He says he loves it when I'm natural. He loves it. He loves it when I'm natural. Baby, he loves it. And I'm feeling for ya all the time. Just be yourself when I'm around. He says he loves it when I'm natural. Ooh, be natural. Ooh, don't be no fool, don't play yourself, just be yourself. Ooh, be natural. Yeah. Ooh, don't be no fool, don't play yourself, just be yourself. Ooh, be natural. Ooh, don't be no fool, don't play yourself, just be yourself. Ooh, be natural. He says he loves it when I'm natural. When I'm around, he says he loves it when I'm natural. He loves it.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all once again for tuning in and sticking and staying with us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Thank y'all. That was another edition of Table Talk Morning Show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We'll see y'all bright and early Monday morning. This is the flyer, but don't forget to tune in later tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. We're going to have these five lovely ladies in the building, y'all. It's called the Divas Dose Podcast. The Divas Dose Podcast will air later on tonight, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And they want to know, why do men not like opening up to their women? Whether it's a husband, whether it's a wife, why do men not like opening up to women? That is the question tonight from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Women and men, you're more than welcome to call in at 832-560-2885 from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight. It's the Divas Dose Podcast. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great day.